Hello students, today we are going to learn about the Bresenham Circle algorithm which is used in computer graphics. Okay, so coming to the topic, see, in simple way we can learn like this, that when a computer draws a circle on screen by the help of pixels, then it follows a particular algorithm so that only those pixels are lit which can show that circle, though only those coordinates. Okay, so Bresenham circle algorithm is one of that algorithm, and it is a very efficient algorithm. Okay, so coming to the topic, so what is the principle of Bresenham circle algorithm? See, you can see this is a circle whose center is at xy coordinate axis center, where the origin is. Okay, now, what happens that this circle can be divided into 8 parts. You can see the right now it is divided into 4 quarters. Now, in case two more lines I draw symmetrically, then equally it can be divided into 8 parts. Okay. So what happens to find out the coordinates of all the points of the circle? You only need 1/8 part coordinates of the circle. See, when we are dividing the circle into 8 equal parts, okay, then this one part of circle is called as one octave. Okay, so these are actually 8 octaves. So you need the points of only one octave, and rest of the octaves, by applying principles of geometry, we can find out. Means either you get the points of b dash b, the arc b dash b. So the rest of the points we can find out by applying the principles of geometry. Okay, so how? Let's understand. Suppose I say that some point on this arc BB dash is AB. So it is at some distance from B. So actually the arc BB dash and BD dash are symmetric about this line. You can see about B, you can say this point B. So about point B, this BB dash and BD dash are symmetric. So in case I go in downward side at a distance equal to that of this distance, means B to AB, the points will be BA. B is X, A is Y. Earlier A was X, B is Y, because the arcs BB dash and BD dash are symmetric about the point B. Similarly, you can see that arc B dash T dash and B dash C dash are symmetric about this Y axis. Okay, it means what? That in case I am taking a point AB on the arc B dash T dash, so exactly on left hand side, if I'm taking some point, you can see a straight line I have drawn. Then the points will be, the B will be the same. B is actually Y, and A will be what? Minus A. So if I know the point AB on arc B dash T dash, then on arc B dash T dash, exactly at that symmetric point, the point will be minus AB. Similarly, the arc CB dash D dash is symmetric about CA dash D dash about x axis. Okay, arc C dash B dash D dash. Okay, and you can see arc C dash A dash D dash are symmetric about x axis. Okay, so in case there is some point on arc C dash B dash D dash, that is AB. So in case I am drawing a vertical line like this, so wherever it will intersect on this lower arc D dash A dash C dash, okay, so that would be, the x will remain same, only the y will be negative. So A minus B will be this point. So this is the symmetric point of the two halves. Okay, similarly, one more examples here, the point is minus AB. Okay, so symmetric point on this lower arc, on this lower C dash A dash D dash. So you can see that x will remain same, only y will be negative, so it will be minus A minus B. Okay, now coming to the topic, you can see over here that there is a diagram, and at the center there is a box which has three sub boxes. So right now I am not telling exactly what it is. When we will solve the numerical, it will become very easy to understand that what is this algorithm. Okay, so coming to a numerical. Okay, so the question is that find the points of a circle whose radius is 8 and the center lies at the origin of coordinate axis. Okay, means the radius of the circle is 8 and the center is at the origin of coordinate axis, and apply Bresenham circle algorithm. Okay, so this is our circle, you can see. So in case the radius is 8, it means what? At least 4 points we know. The origin at the center, since the radius is 8, so one point will be 0 and 8 in y direction, and one point will be 8 0. Other point will be 0 and minus 8 in negative y direction, and this minus 8 is 0. So at least 4 points we know. And what I told in the beginning, that we have to find out the points of only one octave, and rest of the points we can find out by applying the principles of geometry which we have already discussed. Okay, so let's start. So again, this is the Bresenham circle algorithm. We can say it as a sort of engine, mathematical engine, by the help of which we will find out the points. Okay, so this is x, this is y, and this is the decision parameter. So let's learn. See, first step is write the initial xy. We are starting from this 0, 8. We have to find the points of the octave. So over here I have written. Now what happens, you can see in this decision parameter box there are three decision formulas. P stands for decision. The first one is P naught equals to 3 minus 2r. This is the initial decision parameter, means when you are starting the algorithm, then you have to use this formula. Once you have used this formula, from the next step you will not use this formula, and the next decision formulas are over here. You can see Pn plus 1 equals to Pn plus 4 xn plus 1 minus yn plus 1 plus 10. So here n plus 1 stands for next point and n stands for previous point. So Pn plus 1 means for next decision formula or next decision parameter, and Pn stands for previous decision parameter. Here xn plus 1 means what? Next x, and xn means what? Previous x, like this. Similarly, you can see this third formula. So what we have done, that we know one point, initial point 0, 8, and in the decision parameters box, this first formula is meant for initial decision parameter, means one time you have to use it, next time you will not use it. So p naught equals to 3 minus 2r. Here r stands for the radius. So putting the points, 3 minus 2r. So r is 8, 8 into 2, 16. 3 minus 16 is minus 30. So I have written this is the initial decision parameter. Okay. Now what we have to do is, from this entire box, decision parameter box, if negative answer is coming out, then you have to follow the loop a b c dash d dash. It means this between c dash d dash, you can find, you can see that there are formulas to find the next x coordinates. So xn plus 1 equals to xn, means to the previous x add 1, while the next y, that is yn plus 1, is the previous y itself. Okay, so since from the decision parameter box we are getting negative answer, so you have to follow this loop a b c dash d dash. So the next x will be, you have to add 1 to the previous x, and next y will be the previous y itself, like this. Okay, so I told you that once you have used this initial decision parameter, now no more you have to use it. Now what you have to do, that we have found the next points. Now what will be the next decision parameter formula? Simple. If the previous decision parameter was negative, then you have to follow the decision parameter of next step. That will be the formula below AB. You can see, for smaller than 0, you have to use this formula. The previous decision parameter was minus 13, which is negative. So below this AB, the formula is Pn plus 1 equals to Pn plus 4 x plus 1 plus 6. So Pn is what? Minus 13 itself. Okay. And xn plus 1 is what? That is 1. Previous it was 0, now 1. Okay, so putting all those, so minus 13 plus 4 into 1 plus 6, what you are getting? Minus 3. Okay, so minus 3 is coming out. So again what I told, that from this decision parameter box, in case negative answer is coming out, you have to follow the loop b c dash d dash a. So to the x add 1 to get the next x, and y remain as it is, yn plus 1 equals to y. So like this. Okay, now again we have to find out the next decision parameter. Previous was minus 3, so since previous was negative, so you have to use the formula for next decision parameter below line AB, that is Pn plus 1 equals to Pn plus 4 x plus 1 plus 6. So putting the values, in place of Pn we will use minus 3, in place of xn plus 1, that is 2, and plus 6. So what I am getting? I am getting 11. Okay, so by this time the decision parameter is giving positive answer. So in case from this decision parameter box, if positive answer is coming out, you have to follow the loop b c d a, b c d a, or a b c d, whatever you say. So the next xy will be, to the previous x add 1, and to the previous y subtract 1. So 2 plus 1 3, 8 minus 1 7. That's it. Okay, so now we have to find out the next decision parameter formula. So in case previous decision parameter was positive, then you have to use the formula above AV, that is Pn plus 1, that is the next decision parameter, equals to Pn plus 4 into xn plus 1 minus yn plus 1 plus 10. So putting the values in place of Pn, it will be 11. 4 into xn plus 1 minus yn plus 1. So that was this thing, 3 minus 7 plus 10, so giving a 5. Okay, so we are getting positive answer. So in case from the decision parameter box positive answer is coming out, then follow the loop. B C D A means to the x add 1, to the y subtract 1. So getting this. Okay, now what will be the next decision parameter? Again, if positive answer is coming out, so Pn plus 1 equals to Pn plus this. So using that formula, coming out 7. So in case positive number is coming out from the decision parameter box, again B C D A you have to follow. So to the x add 1, and to the y subtract 1. So adding 1, subtracting 1, that's all. So here you have to stop. You have to iterate up to the time either x becomes equal to y or x is greater than y. If you are achieving a condition when either x equals to y or x is greater than y, in that case you don't have to proceed further. So we have found the points of this octave. I already told in the beginning that you have to find the points of this octave: 08182837, like this. So 081828374655. So by the principles of geometry, this arc is symmetric to this arc. So the points here will be this here 4 6, so here 6 4, like this. So again, this right top quadrant is symmetric to this left top quadrant. So if it is 1 8, this will be minus 1 8, like this. So I have found all the points. Again, this entire upper half is symmetric to entire lower half. So in case this is 6 4, then this must be 6 minus 4. So like this, we have already talked about in the beginning. So all the points of the circle can be found like this. So hope by this small lecture you would have understood that what is Bresenham circle algorithm and how to use it. Thank you.